Hi, I'm Borkon. Glad to have you here. Welcome back to the Cave Factory. And yeah, we did this in the previous episode. The plan was to get quartz, and unfortunately, well, if we look at the loot here, I didn't get enough quartz at all. I need about 1,000,000. Actually, that is not even true. I need much more. Oops, that wasn't supposed to fall down here. I actually need much more than 1,000,000. I need probably 2.5 million quartz because we're gonna build two things that are gonna take an insane amount of quartz from refined storage. So let's go back to base and see if there are any other options for getting quartz. Spoiler alert, there are. I have an idea. So, by the way, the way back to my base is just taking an elevator here next to my portal. So actually, I have not found the perimeter in this direction. Just flying from my portal, but it should be... Yeah, it's just right here. It's just right around the corner. It's not even far. Anyway, let's go back to base and try our different options for getting quartz, because while I was actually talking about this 2 episodes ago that I don't see any other options, that wasn't strictly true. Because there is one more option for getting quartz that maybe should be possible, and it is prismarine crystals. So if we look at prismarine crystals and look at crushing a prismarine crystal gives quartz. Now the problem is just, well, we need to get prismarine, right? There are no ocean monuments here because there are no oceans. Well, actually, technically, there are ocean biomes. I don't know, maybe the structures kind of generate, or I don't mean the actual structures generate, but there is a potential for a structure. So if we found one, maybe we could build something. I have no idea if that works that way. Probably it doesn't. So we need some other way. Well, we could try a spawner. Problem is that if we look at a guardian spawn egg, so here is a guardian spawn egg, we can actually craft a guardian spawn egg, and this require a guardian charm fragment. And to craft the guardian charm fragment, yeah, we can get a prismarine shard with throwing some garbage into water. I actually have a lot from my colony, so it's no big issue. And cod as well. I have a fisherman in my colony, so that's not an issue. And then we need guardian spikes. And guardian spikes, they drop from guardians. So I need to kill guardians to get guardians. But there is another option. Elder Guardian spawn egg. And it says Elder Guardian charm fragments. The ingredients here are ridiculously easy. So yeah, let's build an Elder Guardian spawner farm, because what could possibly go wrong? I have no idea if a spawner farm with this massive mobs like Guardians will work, but that could be an idea for the future. Maybe just do a ghast spawner farm as well. And I don't know, can I get an Ender Dragon spawn egg? Ender Dragon... No, there isn't an Ender Dragon spawning, but that would be funny. But yeah, let's give it a go. The usual, I'm not gonna bore you with the details of building a spawner farm, because this is like a spawner farm number 4 now, probably in this world. Something like that, maybe number 3. But yeah, it's gonna be exactly the same like the others. I don't have really any better options for how to build them, and the ones I have built this far work just fine. So I'll show you it next. Alright, we have a silly, simple spawner farm for Elder Guardians, and it's just working just fine. I don't think I am getting a lot of prismarine crystals, though. And I am also noticing that they are bouncing around a lot, and they are not getting killed where they are bouncing around. So maybe there are some optimizations to do here. Actually, I want to try something that I haven't tried yet, and it is to use ghast tears on the spawners, because I got a lot of ghast tears when I was working on the nether perimeter, of course, and I have an idea. If we look at the ghast tears here, right, and we can go to spawner modification, it says increases max nearby entities, and yeah, I think the defaults on this was like 6, which means that when the Elder Guardians are dying, I don't get more Elder Guardians, I think. And by the way, this is how I laid out the mob mashers and the floor. Oh, I see that I have an asymmetry here. I might actually separate the mob mashers because the Elder Guardians are so big, so maybe I can have the 2 gap in all directions, not just in this direction. But let's try this thing first. Like max nearby entities. I'm just gonna spam ghast tears, and if I run out, oh, this is maximum I can use anyway. But if I run out, I can get... Actually, let's build a spawner farm for ghasts as well, if I run out of ghast tears. But let's try this. Like, how much did this change? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that upgrade is quite valuable. And I am getting mining fatigue, but I am not getting it because something is giving me immunity. And even if I didn't have, like, I am pretty sure it is this one of these silly trinkets. Yeah, I think it's this silly trinket. And if it wasn't, I can just pick this thing up. And this is a charm slash ring slash necklace. It grants immunity to weakness and mining fatigue. So, like, I could just use one of those if I wanted. But there is no reason to. Okay, so we want to use the ghast tears on other spawners? I wonder what's gonna happen to the blazes. Ouch. I'm gonna try the blaze spawner and see how the blaze farm behaves. Right, it's been upgraded. Let's see how this thing works. I already... Oh my god. Why didn't I do this earlier? Oh, this is mad. This is completely mad. Look at how... I have a million blazes. Okay, yeah, okay. From now on, I need ghast tears on all my spawner farms. Which other spawners can we improve? I can improve the spawner in here. Yeah, I don't need to play around with skeletons right now. Right, let's fix this up. Like, I need to prettify this room. Like that, for example. And I think I need to spread out the mob mashers so that I'm killing a little bit more of the Elder Guardians at the same time. And yeah, it seems like the Elder Guardians work just fine in a farm like this as well. They're a little bit harder to kill. They take a little while, right? We can see here, like, even if I disable it, it takes a while for the last one to die. And they take multiple hits. Maybe no, I don't think I forgot any upgrades in the mob mashers. They are, like, sharpness 10 and looting 10. And are we getting... this is not an amazing amount of prismarine crystals. I will probably have to AFK here. Uh-oh. Now I have a problem. I cannot AFK that farm and this farm at the same time. I will need string as well, right? Because quartz is one thing, but I'm also bottlenecking on string. Maybe a spider farm? Maybe I should add a spider farm to this, or with a skeleton farm. Yeah, that could be a good idea. First, let's fix this up. All right, I fixed it up so it looks okay. It's not perfect, but nah, I don't hate it. I spread out the mob mashers here, as you can see, and this is not much more efficient. And it's actually so efficient that I need 5 absorption hoppers here, not the usual 1. This is the amount of absorption hoppers I need so that the loot doesn't build up here. Because, like, I've been standing here just monitoring with F3, and the number of entities has been just going steadily up until I actually added, like, 5 absorption hoppers. And I think this is the same issue we have in here. And in here, by the way, I added a actually a cave spider spawner, so I can just turn it on here. It's like whichever I turn on turns off the lights in there. I don't think even that the lights are particularly necessary. The lights are there to prevent things from spawning normally, right? And by the way, I did another thing here. I had these lamps on the inside of this chute where they're falling down, and that actually allowed the spiders to climb on them. And it turns out that the entity conveyors are actually transparent. So if I turn this on, this lamp is actually lighting up the entire floor. So if I think I'm pretty sure I showed it before, but I have lamps on the walls there, and I had issues lighting things up in the middle because there were just hostile mobs spawning on the entity conveyors when I wasn't running this farm. And the lamps don't need to be this complicated. I could have just put them under the entity conveyors, but I didn't find that out until now, until I was actually playing around with lighting up the entity conveyors here and noticed that I could just have lights under here and that lights everything up in here. Because hostile mobs could also spawn in here and I don't want that because I just don't want to deal with the loot. So yeah, now we have everything. Everything is working correctly. We're even picking up all the XP here and throwing it away when this thing here overflows. So it's time to AFK this overnight and see what happens and see how much prismarine I get. I am pretty sure it's gonna be a lot because it took me less than an hour to do this, and I wasn't even running this farm continuously, and I'll show you why. Because when I'm running this continuously, I get the mining fatigue effect from the Elder Guardian like that, and sometimes it's just spamming it constantly. Yeah, the more, yeah, you can see now. Oh, yeah, and that is super annoying, and I can't see what I'm doing. So I wasn't running it even continuously, so this is definitely less than an hour. And this is, ooh, this is actually quite a lot. So this, we might actually be getting more than 20,000 per hour. And wait, how did these work? So how much quartz do we get from that? We get 1, and 50% you get 2. So we're basically getting 2 Neva quartz. So this is maybe 50,000 Neva quartz per hour or something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm careful to not measure the farms I'm building here accurately, because I don't want to compare them with vanilla, because this is like clearly not vanilla. This is looting 10, right? This is completely irrelevant. And I kind of want my mind to not be polluted with ideas like, oh yeah, I want to build everything in modded. No, of course not. I'm going back to vanilla. This is just a vacation. Vanilla is my actual home. But anyway, let's AFK this overnight and see what we get. Alright, I've been AFK overnight. Let's turn this thing off and see what the damage is. And the damage is that we have 0 prismarine crystals, but that is fine. Actually, one thing I didn't show you yet, we actually do have a machine that is converting all the crystals into quartz, and it is right here. And there is 1 quartz there. Oh, this is almost full. And this is completely full. Yeah, so like I added tons of storage. It's actually quite surprising that crushing prismarine crystals is so much faster than that farm can generate them. It generates them fast. Let's see, like how much did we get? Oh, the quartz is already moving up. This is sorted by how many I have of each item, and quartz is already up here. 900,000, and I don't know, how many hours was this? 10 hours, something like that, 11 hours. This is amazing. Okay, good. So I can definitely keep up. Well, I realize that I need the 1 million quartz for just one of the infinite storage parts, but I will actually need at least 2 of them, I think. Yeah, no, not at least. I need exactly 2 of them, 1 for liquids and 1 for items. So in reality, it's gonna be like 2, maybe 2.5, maybe 3 million quartz, but still no big deal. AFK a couple of days and we have it. So, okay. So let's see how many storage parts we made. That's not good. This is not getting, what is this? 16k storage parts are not being produced. We do have the 4K storage parts here. That's interesting. So what's the problem? The processor is there, the processor is there, the processor is there. That's redstone. So that is missing. What is that thing supposed to be? Quartz enriched iron. Interesting. This has 61 quartz enriched iron. This is actually... Wait a minute. Why does it have 61? It's supposed to be full when it's clogged up like this. So this has stopped, right? Has stopped because it already built up a stack of storage parts here and nothing more can be pushed in here because this has stopped. Then I'm assuming that these 2 have stopped as well. 11. We have run out of quartz enriched iron for some reason. So it is... It is this crafter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know exactly what has gone wrong. We have run out of iron. I was actually suspecting that something like this would happen. Like, in reality, I have not run out of iron, right? Like in my dank here, just this dank here has 30,000 iron. And let's just go to the mine colonies, because I still need to pick up the danks from the quarry in there. Let's just go quickly into this area. It's loading in. By the way, my colony is pretty amazing, but we're gonna talk about it in some other episode. Like, look at this. This is big. Look at all the busy colonists running around and picking things up. I need to change my render distance, by the way, when I'm here so that we can see the wall, because this is kind of ugly. Anyway, let's pick up the danks. I need to have that thing on, and that's... that and that. So I have only emptied 2 out of the 5 danks that were used to store the output from the quarry that dug everything out. So I'm pretty sure we will still have iron. And if not, I'm just gonna restart this and dig even more. And actually probably build a different quarry that is easier to run than this one, because circular quarries are kind of annoying to run. Anyway, let's leave that place. I don't want to progress too much in the colonies. Like, it takes several hours to build one building now, so it's no big deal for me to be there. Right, and it ended up in here, I'm assuming. Let's see. So, my personal dank that I'm using to store all the output from mining, it had, what, 30,000-ish iron? Yeah, 30,000 iron ore, which means 60,000 iron or so. This one has 115,000, 117,000. This one has 150,000. So yeah, there is no issue. 112,000. So almost 400,000 iron ore. So I can probably get 800,000 iron from this. So no big deal that we ran out of iron, but this actually gives me the opportunity to improve our ore processing, because I kind of don't like this ore processing. Let's try to make something better. I'm gonna spend some time now experimenting, seeing if I can come up with a better system than this. Probably just 20 crushing wheels in parallel or something like that, because this is way too slow processing everything. Let's think about this for a while. Alright, we've got new ore processing that is, well, much faster than the old one. I don't know if it's better, but it's definitely faster, and that's what I was going for. So, just to remind everybody, this is what the old one looked like. So we had one set of crushing wheel for the ores, and I'm also sending all the cobblestones to be smelted. And yeah, I had central processing and unloading, and I have split things up and basically, well, I made them much more expensive to begin with, because this thing actually needs 3 furnace engines to be able to run this many crushing wheels. I now also have a split of crushing wheels between crushing normal ores and crushing ores that are not supposed to be smelted. I actually realized that this might not be the best idea, but I'm keeping it for now. So what's going on here? We start here. It's a kind of awkward system. We unload danks into ores, and the idea here is that I want to be able to process lots of things in parallel if possible, so that I don't have a bottleneck. And we have... Actually, how many crushing wheels do I have? It's 10, right? Yeah. 5 for normal ores and 5 for... Well, I was about to say for like ores that don't need washing, but it's coal, redstone, lapis, diamonds, and emeralds. And it's mostly just coal. I have so much more coal than anything else. So this is pretty much just gonna be doing coal. And here we have washing, except we don't have any washing going on right now, because I'm pretty sure we unloaded everything and washed everything that could be washed. There's uranium, yeah, and these things are not washable, so let's just take out this dank. I think this dank should contain usable ores. Let's just see. Yeah, so I pop the dank in. Unfortunately, so... I don't want to jump into these with my head, because that could actually kill me. Unfortunately, like, I'm having 2 mechanisms unloading the dank, But connecting item pipes to danks is actually a problem. It breaks when you take out the dank, and I don't know how to solve it. So guess the smart chute is gonna do most of the work. I kind of want to find a solution for this, but I don't think I can. Maybe we can unload the dank faster, not exactly sure. But anyway, we are unloading things into this. This is just intermediary storage. This is not something that I'm gonna connect to my storage system, but this stuff is already connected to my storage system. And yes, we're getting a lot of iron. And at the end here, we have washing. Washing that used to be done in one channel and with just one water stream. Here we have washing with 2 water streams and 5 channels. I have specifically designed this one so it can be expandable. So we could get a couple of shafts, get blown around by the fans. It's actually a problem when we're working on this stuff. Add 2 new things like that. Add a belt here. We add a fan here. We add a chain drive, and now I have another fan blowing things around. Oh, let's just there and there. Don't need to make this into a water source. I kind of want to make it into a water source anyway, right, for consistency. But there we go, and now we have expanded this thing, and now we have 6 channels doing all the washing. And at the end here, we're not picking things up. Oh, actually, this was a problem. There we go. And you need one of those. And unfortunately, there is one thing I need to do here. I need to set up the filter correctly here, otherwise this thing will be sucking up items that are not washed. So let's disconnect this first, put this in, and one of each. And I don't have the inventory to do that, I just realized. Throw that away. Go. There we go. That was the zinc nugget. That is the most important nugget, iron. And back to silver. Connect this. There we go. And now we have full processing on a 6th channel as well. So yeah, this is working fine. I'm getting iron again, which allows probably the storage component crafters to catch up. The only problem I have is I don't know how to connect the dank into a fast unloading. Because the chute is good, but it's not fast enough. I need something better here, and I don't know what that could be. And let's just see that the components are actually being crafted properly. There we go. Yes, it has all started up. It's still too slow. I still need something faster. And by the way, this is not the only thing I tried. I tried to see if I could make the Tinker's Construct smelter bigger, but I don't think, like, maybe if we build a giant one, or maybe if I try to build the foundry. But, like, the foundry has worse yields on iron than the smeltery, so I kind of don't understand its point still. If someone can explain to me what the point of the foundry is, I would be very, very interested. If I'm misunderstanding it, and if it's just... I actually don't understand it at all. I don't understand the point of it. It has worse yield. Why would I build it if it has worse yield? I want a lot of iron, and I don't want to get nickeled from iron. So it just confuses me. But yeah, I couldn't really figure out how to make this bigger. And it would probably end up completely enormous just to keep up with, like, a create mod or processing. So expanding this one wasn't such a great idea. And I also was thinking about maybe using the arc furnace, but you can see there is a problem here. I did use it a lot, and the electrodes just ran out. And then I found out that there is no way to automate the electrodes. Apparently, the makers of the immersive engineering mod think that it helps immersion if you have to do things manually, and this thing breaks down after like a couple of chests of iron ore. I want to go AFK overnight. This thing breaks once an hour or even more. So while it is fast, and I kind of like the looks of it, and I kind of like the way it works, I don't like the way the electrodes work. So this is also a no-go for automatic ore processing for the simple reason that I don't think I can automate the electrodes. So that's just silly. Don't like that. So we ended up with create anyway. Maybe there are some other options in this mod pack. I was actually looking at all the various furnaces, and the netherite furnaces are actually quite fast. I think they can smelt 4 ingots per second. So maybe I could try building an infrastructure around that. But unfortunately, they have worse yield. They don't have the 2 ingots per ore, so that's also a no-go. So no, we're going with this, and it's working just fine. I was actually kind of surprised that I needed 3 furnaces to keep up with all the power this thing is eating. And because I was so surprised, I added the 4th furnace. Yeah, I added even more infrastructure here. It was actually like the 4th furnace was needed just to add some more fans. I expanded the washing area pretty much as I could. So now the washing is actually faster than the crushing, but then I could expand the crushing, right? But then the washing would be too slow. What I'm trying to say is that there will always be a bottleneck somewhere. And it's actually kind of fun to jump in here because I'm being thrown around by everything. I can go in this direction, but it pushes me, and I can go in this direction, and it pushes me, like, everything is pushing me here. I'm a little pinball flying around in here. I think we're washing the last dank in here. I think it was. Let me just double check. I don't even remember how many I put in. Yeah, it's mostly done, and I think it was the last one. Yes, this is my personal dank, and the other ones I just already put away. So yeah, this is going well. How much iron did we actually get from this? Since I think we processed pretty much all the iron. 700,000. I think I said 800,000. There's probably some iron left in here. No, there isn't. Is there some iron left in here? This one would be... Yeah, okay. There is still 17,000. So yeah. Not exactly 800. Actually, I probably already used 100,000 while doing this. So it all makes sense, and yeah, the room is looking okay. I used the same style as other rooms in this row up here, like the first style I kind of experimented with. It's there's stairs here. It's looking okay. It's nothing amazing, but I made it work. But now I have been actually struggling with just I'm watching this like a hawk. I kind of wanted to end this episode with crafting the infinite storage part. I am completely underestimating how much time things take. Like, this thing, yeah, it's not even close. I can do this now. I can take one of them. I can take one and make one. But, of course, we need 3. And to get 3, well... My big issue right now, or rather, my big issue until recently has been silicon. Because silicon smelting is super slow. So this thing wasn't making any basic processors. We are actually behind on basic processors right now as well, because smelting processors is slow. So I tried to fix that by, instead of having 1 silicon smelter, I now have 4, but now I ran into a different bottleneck, and the bottleneck here is this thing here, glass. We are running out of glass. Well, we are not running out of glass, right? We're just not producing as fast enough. But like I said, like there will always be some bottleneck somewhere. So I might expand the glass infrastructure. I don't know how long it will take before I have enough components to make an infinite storage part. I have no idea. But regardless of that, we have actually been successful because we actually got our infinite quartz source, and we are processing iron, and this thing is progressing, and we will eventually finish this. I don't see any major roadblocks, unless I missed something, but I don't think I did. We're not running out of diamonds. I was for a second worried that we would run out of diamonds, but we are... Uh-oh, are we? No. Okay, we are making the raw processors. For some reason, it's not smelting them right now. Oh no, I think it's some interaction with this thing. I think it will restart if I click that. No, yeah, it's smelting now. There's some weirdness going on here. Like, once a week I have to right-click this chute to restart this, and that is because I am sucking items out with the item pipe. I think. I don't know. There is no, like, no other chutes have this problem other than this. Not even this one. And this one... Oh, I said that, and it's not smelting anything right now? No, I turned this off because I want to lower the margin we have here so we don't have 1024 stacks of processors on the 32 stacks like this one. This one I actually already managed to lower to 32 stacks because there is no reason for me to stockpile these processors and these processors in large amounts since we are using them immediately anyway. Anyway, yeah, we're done for today. Thanks a lot for watching and have a very quartzy day. Bye.